Really, well, around 8 if you don't count Mexico, because that race was a disaster, but calendar-wise it's round 9. Of course, Suzuka, Japan, couple of guys like a certain Peak's favorite track, so something interesting maybe coming tonight. Oh, and as we start Boinky left the session, I think that is a connection issue. Let's get the usual stuff here for us so we can see what's happening on track. There's a Ferrari also coming down track. One of Ferrari's actual driver pitched up tonight. There we go, Chen making an appearance tonight again. Welcome back, Chen. Just got a guest teammate tonight, Mr. Boucher. Fortunately, Mackett out, had to withdraw because of work and commitment stuff. So hopefully in future we might have Mackett come back. We hope. Of course, we have not Maverick, reserve driver here. So not a bad turnout after all. 17 drivers, although a couple of old but new faces if I can, like Huey, like Chen. A couple of guys, at least one more driver I know that must still join. A bit of a surprise tonight, but I'm not going to spoil that. I'll leave that for later. And the biggest surprise, I have car sound in qualifying 1. The bloody first time this happens this season, so wow, Codemasters, miracles can still happen. This is literally the first time this season that this happens. Not that I'm complaining, it's just unusual. Let's just see, maybe Mr. RZDV one. Yeah, there we go, Mr. RZDV, just as I thought. Mr. RZDV the one way to give us some race information. Dry race, overcast race, but it's still dry. A lot of predictions coming into this race. Now in Japan, there's a lot of guys suggesting, yeah, maybe a wet track. I saw made the joke, watch 100% race distance wet track. Yeah, I see that's going to happen. We will have to wait and see. Japan is known for rain. But also the weird one, race 9, yeah, the 8th one technically, but we did go to Mexico after all. 9 races, 9 venues, and no rains yet. That's a bit of a first, never had that before. But I guess some guys will not be complaining, because not everybody loves the wet track. Got Force out as well, Judge going out, for Boinkies has joined. We saw Mr. Springbok Gamer also leave a session. I think a couple of guys having some connection issues early on. Let's hope it gets sorted now, rather now than disconnect later. Well, you can still get your car back later, but it's going to cost you some time. Of course, the sad part is that disconnect just before you get the race start, because then it's tickets. But I think we should be in for a good one after all. Gav Big Fun enough still in the pits. Normally a guy would like to get out there. Nesberg's out as well. 13 minutes to go. Still have... and as I was just about to say, still waiting for time. Here we go, Chen. Of course, that's just the opening lap. A couple of guys will go faster. Nesmash 129.1 going faster than his teammate. Staffy, that is not a real lap, Staffy. That is cement bagging at its best. Even you know that, son. Evan! Yeah, well, it can be a thriller. It would have been nice if you were there as well. Shame I put poor Evan there under the spotlight at the very last moment. Put him under some massive pressure. Tried to get him into this race at the very last moment. No real practice. Not used to F1 2020. course, a guy don't want to, make a mess of it and get involved with other guys while he's still getting to know the game. So, Evan, sorry if I put you under pressure, mate, but you're more than welcome to join when you're ready to do so. Of course, this is why everybody do this, for love of the sport and, of course, for camaraderie. Of course, Evan is one of the drivers, driving with a few of his guys there in the Thursday Night League, if I can call it that. So every Thursday night we're at Sonic Sim Racing. Of course, Nismax, one of the guys there putting that together, the ACC. So Evan is involved there as well. So a couple of guys from one league to the other league. Not Kimmy at 128.1, with Force now still on that 128.3, so not much between the two. So I think so 28, maybe a 127. And it looks like Legend, yeah, Legend retired, so Legend is the first guy out of the session. With 17 cars on the grid, so it means one more car to be eliminated. Evan, don't worry, I'm sure there will be a spot. You're more than welcome. Jaji not far off Chen either. So one more spot open for that elimination, if I can call it that. But of course, then again, forget about it. Actually, it will be 14 cars. If one retires and two of them falls out on time, they all actually get eliminated. So it's not going to be 15, it will be 14 cars going through, never mind. Chachi with a big moment there, but he managed to keep the car sort of intact. Used the barrier there, but luckily no damage. Springbok Gamer has rejoined. From little looked like Nismax almost left, so a couple of guys just struggling with connection. Not sure if Eskom is playing a part somewhere or just pure connection issues. Oh, there's Minamu as well with his cement bag lap. Well, although the 129.8 looks a lot better than the 134. Ooh, that, yeah, it's Kimmy. Kimmy mowing the lawn with that expensive lawnmower with a Red Bull sticker. Gaff picked the first guy into the 127s. Why, no surprise, Mr. Japan himself. Of course, no two ways about this one. We all know what's his favorite track. Japanese Peak, or is it Kamikaze Peak? We'll have to wait and see as this one unfolds. Still early. Guys, just give me 1 second. I'll be back just now. Apologies. Sorry about that, and we're back just as RZTV decides to come into the pits. And Force had enough, 6 minutes to go, so he's happy, he'll go through. See, Staffy no longer is just an animal, he's someone now a fruit. Talk about one crazy mixed up puppy. Springbok Gamer luckily back in control of his car. Nesmac still sitting in the pits. Let's just hope he got back in. Sure there was a disconnect a bit earlier. Springbok Gamer showing purple second sector. That's a good thing to see. Nice and tidy coming around now. Springbok Gamer goes fifth. 128.3. That will definitely see him through to the next session. Nice and tidy. Matt is still in the pit, so he's going to go out very late. Okay, so Chen has moved up ahead of Legend. So we might just be lucky that it's just going to be the two cars. Because Matt still have to go out and post the time. Already a couple of guys spoke about strategy before this race. But it's better to rather start at the back, so we'll see if some of them rather want to start at the back, or it's just part of all the talks leading up to the race as always. Haven't seen Nismax back on track again. RZTV on his way out again. I think he's done enough, not sure why he would go out again. Low 129 at this stage, I do feel that will be safe. Mr. LaRouch, are you in or are you out? Waar's jou haas teammate vanaand? You're left alone to fly the flag of Haas by your lonesome. Yeah, so no West tonight we had Haas. Boink is all by his lonesome. So pressure on him and his internet connection. He need to fly the flag of Haas tonight. Oh my word. Now that's a cock shift. Hy's nie 'n lekker shifty. Oh, nee. Yuck. There we have it. Wes out due to work, of course. Couple of guys, that's always a catch. So you can miss a Friday night. Sometimes, well, most of the times you actually can make it, but on the odd occasion you will miss a race thanks to work. Work commitments do come first. After all, that is what pays for the game. Nismax luckily is in the game. He just now retired, so confirmation Nismax is in. Okay, thank you for that. Thanks, Boinkies. Boinkies is confirming no internet issues. That disconnect of earlier was just him doing it all by himself. So all looks good in the land of Haas. Just unfortunately, Wesvat had to, of course, work. We can have fun while he's sitting at work. Couple of 128s and low 129s. This is of course going to get interesting in the next session. Matt's still in the pit. Doesn't look like Matt's going to go out. Nope, there's not going to be enough time. There's not going to be enough time for a lap. Vino now also retired, so Matt sitting in the pits, no lap as yet, but just over a minute to go, there's not enough time to come around and then start a hot lap, so that's pretty much his Matt. So Matt clearly been opted to start at the back. Boinky sop, boinky sop, boinky 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 sop. So eventually that's confirmation that Legend and Matt will be the two cars eliminated after the session. Matt is definitely more because of a race tragedy kind of thing. Legend unfortunately crashed out. Just under 20 seconds to go. Not Maverick actually joined Gaffpick in the 127s. So already interesting in front. Red Bull and the substitute Red Bull driver taking on the Pink Pig. And of course this is kind of like the Pink Pig's backyard, as that's how much he loves this track. AD with an invalidated lap. But just now keep it clean. Last thing you want is to lose the car now. You are through to the next session. Crashing out will not take you through to the next session. And as I say that, he decided to retire. Luckily no cars close to him, because that's a bit of an unsafe retire. The rules clearly states that you need to go to the pits to retire, so but luckily now I'm done, no cars nearby. More and more guys now retiring, just waiting for those pit sitters as well. RGTV still on track. Not sure why Gaffpick is still on track. He's done more than enough, so he's coming into the pits now. Ooh, Steffi being feisty tonight. Oh, meow. Gaffpick retired. Guys, if Gaffpick can retire almost immediately, that's all the slowest guy around here. Come on, please people, he'd retire so we can move on. Just waiting here for RGTV coming through 150R now. Invalidated lap, so he's just going to dive into the pits surely. Or he can just drive over start finish line and just finish it sooner. Nope, in the pits. So now we're just waiting for all these pit sitters so we can move on. Steph, oh my word, Steph, we actually agree on something. I so agree with you. It's a bloody disappointment what they've done with that. It's freaking just copy paste off number 3. Kind of like Codemasters move. Just copy paste from a previous version, do a few cosmetic tweaks and give it a new name. Nah, I agree with you. It's cack. Thank you. The Williams boys, Matt and Springbok Gamer, please can we retire? Let's move it on, people. Nah, I also didn't buy it, Steph. I managed to game share with somebody, so I played it for free. I'm glad I did that. I'm so glad I didn't spend like $1,000 on it. We would have expected them to at least change it, but it's still stupid commentaries. Some of the stuff is exactly still the same. Yeah, stadium detail is better, but a few things, nah. Overall, nah. You're not missing anything. Oh, Springbok Gamer and Matter. So we're going to have to wait for the 6 seconds to count down. Uh-oh, this doesn't look good. Looks like somebody's hanging. All of a sudden you see AI names pop up at the bottom and the counter is not running out. Springbok Gamer shows is done. No. That's the other risk. Rather just retire people and move on. Not sure if that is something wrong with Matt. But can explain why he didn't go out. Maybe rather been a tragedy. But as it is, we stuck. Thank you. We're finally moving on. Right, just as I finish here, nothing to get excited about now. Just something that came up here. As you can see, AD got a 5 position penalty, so He will drop 5 places from where he ultimately qualifies. Looks like he's the only one, so I'm not sure who we make contact with. Because in most cases, I've seen it before, where they make contact, both drivers get the 5 seconds. Not to worry. Staff, you're going to terrorize him there at the back. Right, it's just the 2 cars that got you eliminated. Legend, of course, crash out. And Matt, of course, no time. So the other 15 managed to be pulled through. So, of course, after the session, 5 more cars to be eliminated. So far we got both Ferraris. Surprise, surprise. Given Ferraris run of form, if you want, if you can call it form. Then we got both McLarens here, we got both Red Bulls here. We got both Racing Points, of course, got both Alpha Tauris here as well. Lost the Merc and we lost the Renault. We come beyond. Why is it going to be that long? Is it the testing one? Okay, so mixed tragedy is already happening. Couple of guys also in a hurry to get out there. And oh, Boinky Shop is also out there. Both Red Bulls actually on a bit of a mixed one. Finally some hot lap being started. Just, of course, no need to say anything. You all saw that. Unfortunately, a tough one there for Nesmax. But he just lost it there, ended up off track, and just enough damage so that he's Nesmax out. Nesmax becomes the first retirement, well, call it elimination, eliminated car if you want, but he's the first one out from this session, so 4 more cars to be eliminated. Meantime, back in front, we already see mid 128s. Vino and Boinkies both on the medium. Staffy 129.6. Now Jean a 129.2. And not Maverick actually goes fast as a 128.1, but he's on the soft. Things really heating up. It's going to be interesting there in front. What can we have a Red Bull do? ADA 128.8. Of course, these guys on the softs, they will need to get away quick and make use of those tires while they actually have it. Because these soft tires only last that long. Chen in the 150, I don't think the 150 will be safe. Especially if you see how close the 128, 129s was in the first previous qualifying session. Primo Gamer Judge still in the pits. Gappy is on the way out. Boinkies is back in. Of course, not Maverick just pulling over there for his teammate who's on the hot lap. Not Maverick currently fastest. He's down his lap. Looking good for Kimi as well. Purple sector. Staffy decided, nah, he's happy, he's going to retire. Last corners here. Let's see what Kimi can do here on the mediums. And he goes second. 128.2. Of course, this is just to get through to Q3. And keep in mind the tires that they've done their fastest lap on is the tires that they're going to start the race on. Well, the exact same set. Not the same compound, but the actual set. So don't want to take too much out of the tire life here. He will just now cruise back to the pit. Just keep his tires as much intact as possible. So the more he can save it, the longer he can go in the race. He also on pit. RCDV, I still believe a bit of sandbagging going on there. Chen actually did come into the 129s. Mr. Mercedes 2000. Yeah, it's Barcher back in the pits as well. And we're also happy, I feel he's done enough. A little under 8 minutes to go, so no, that's not a bad idea. I think he's done enough, so Maverick also feels the same. Low 128s will definitely see you through to the next session. Calfpeak 127 again, but also on the soft. It's really going to be interesting in front. A couple of fast guys on medium, so they're going to go longer. Of course, keep in mind, Matt will have to fight his way back from the back. Or fight his way through from the back. And no Mackett like last week where we saw total dominance. Oh, en daar's ou Franna ook. Franna, support jy tog nie die pink varkie nie. Surely Gaffbeek don't need to do any further laps. You don't need to risk the car. He's definitely through to the next session. Save those tyres. That's pretty much what Maverick has done. That's NC Star, he retired. Francois, not only did he start on pole, he's actually won races and he won a championship. The season he won, it was actually him and Nismax taking it to each other. We have a potential to win races, hy moet net bietjie sy kop uit sy dinge uittrek so nou en dan. So dalk moet hy ewe Suid-Afrika toe kom, dan sal ons vir jou 'n sessie reël met hom, dan sal jy hom uitwerk vir ons. Ons weet jy kan. But it must also be said, Gav Peak has decided to go all assist off the season. That's what he says is actually affecting him. Had a 1 or 2 assists on in previous seasons. First this season he decided he's going to go no assists whatsoever. Not sure why guys want to do that. At the end of the day you want to enjoy the game. You still want to be a bit of competitive. And don't let other guys, dictate. We all play the game. You all play the game your way. You might as well enjoy it. Get value for buck. You pay R1,000, you might as well just play it the way you want and at least enjoy it to the fullest. Pointless you pay $1,000 and when you don't like the game. Just like that rugby game. You'd be surprised what Frana can do. You haven't been to the 9 hour of Kailami. Francois can make it rain beer out of nowhere. If you're thirsty and he's close by you, then you know there will be beer. No change up front. RGDV 128.8, so he's in the middle there. See a couple of his pit hitters will not come out. They might as well just retire. Let's get the session going. Staffy in the drop zone, so Staffy, Nismax were first two cars to be eliminated, but this is more strategic from Staffy, not the first time. Not a bad strategy. I think that first corner on a full grid is going to be something else. No, Staffy, you're the St. Bernard doggy. You're the one who runs around with the trucks. Francois is good with the liquid refreshments, and that's what T&B boys like. But then again, you've never been to a 9 hour, you're not coming either, so how will you know? But we might have some brass from the Cape joining us at the 9 hour this year. It is confirmed for December. So we can have a repeat of last year, just a little bit later. Force now fastest there, 127.5. But surely Gavpik won't react to that. No need to, you're safe. It's not about the race, this is still just part of a dress rehearsal. It all matters in the next session where we go. Gavpik retires, so he's not going to be tempted. 80 going out, not sure why. Unless he feels he can improve. Boink is also done now. Actually, Kimi and RGDV will also retire. That's why you have a dog name, but you moo like a cow and you think you're a banana. Ooh, there we go, AD eating grass, and that's it. That's the end of his qualifying. Just conclusive proof of something I keep saying every week. You're safe, you're through to the next session. It would have taken something for them. The pressure would have been on them to improve on your time to put you out of qualifying. And yeah, and one small mistake into the wall and that's your qualifying over. So AD will not see Q3. I think can John improve and potentially move into the top 10. Springbok Gamer sitting in 9th. Him and Chen and RDV and Force might as well retire. There's not enough time for a lap. So guys, please speed it up. Retire. Don't let me send Staffy over. Jean and EH Boucher still in the drop zone with the judge. Dankie Fossie. Foss has retired. Now just RZDV, Chen and Springbok Gamer. Vat hulle, that's the dog. Come people, let's move it on. Chen is now retired, Springbok Gamer in the pit. So he can also retire because there's no way coming out again, it's just the 3 cars on track we're waiting for. Jean approaching 150R now. The judge with a tremendous improvement on his lap, and he kicks out Springbok Gamer from the top 10. What can Jean do? Jean puts it into 6, so Jean is through. Jean is in Q3. So is Judge. Can EH Boucher get in the top 10? One more spot, can he put them out? If he doesn't, I think we just gonna have 9 cars in the final session. Now he's loaded, he's back out, that is it. So we're gonna have 9 cars in the final session. Of course with AD crashing out there. The rest of the guys there in the drop zone. Chen in the end got kicked out there with those late lunges there from John and Judge, but what a lap there from Judge. Hovering in the 130s, and the last moment he hit in the 128s, and Judge is in Q3. Judge in Q3 for a while, so yeah, that one, well done, Judge. Just waiting for Springbok Gamer and then EH Boucher to retire. EH Boucher done. We're just waiting for At to hit retire. I'm not sure what's wrong tonight. He's not finding that retirement button like he usually do. Gonna have to sit here for another 48 seconds. Yeah, I saw Rob. Devon can't get in. I'm not sure why. That is some sort of technical issue. We're game sharing, and last week we were fine. Last week we were in the same. Yeah, there was load shedding at first, but we were in the same comms box, same game, and none of us have done anything to the game or anything different. And then tonight, but that's the thing with PSN and with licenses. Not sure if it kicked me out as a primary on his machine, I don't know. But yeah, PSN can do weird stuff. And now we're stuck on that 1 second again. Thank you, we're moving on, finally. Just confirmation, 9 cars then going through to Q3. And we got both Safwa and Boykies in there. Boykies and Vino. Getting a little bit darker, but already confirmed at the start of the stream it's going to be dry, so nothing to worry about for the drivers. Although I'm sure the guys, you spectators, would love to see a bit of rain. But if you look at that, nah, nothing really to worry about. Bit cloudy, but still enough sun. Now the question is, can the Red Bull team take it to the likes of Renault and Racing Point? Because that's where the battle is going to be. Of course, watch out there for Vino. have the ability to bring with AlphaTauri in right there, up there with the guys. So one AlphaTauri, one Merc, one Haas, one McLaren, one Renault, one Racing Point, and then of course the 2 Red Bull. So Red Bull, the team, really doing well in qualifying tonight. Both cars in Q3. The only team, must be said, also with 2 cars in Q3. And what a performance by the judge bringing it into Q3. Can the judge give us something unexpected tonight? I will have to wait and see. And all 9 cars are on track. Just with enough space, just the guys with the back, Judge and Jean running a bit close to each other, but I'm sure they will sort it out as we go along, just to leave themselves with enough space. Staffy, you know all about Xbox, eh? You know all the tricks. You can share a few tricks with him on how to bypass things like this. Was now just through the SS, coming into the second sector now. Purple, of course, for now is the first guy to go through there at speed. Not Maverick, the one following him. In front of him he's got Boinkies. You got, as if you got full of PlayStation, you're probably going to have both. Nothing wrong with 2 consoles. If some guys can do PS and PC, why can't you do Xbox and PS? Ooh, Judge retired. Oh, and not Kimi also ran off track and his invalidated lap. So Judge lost it there through the S's. Unfortunately, Judge is not going to post a time here, so he will start there in 9th. But I think that already on its own is an achievement for him. He would be happy. Boink is a 128, immediately passed, already knocked down there by Force, so 127.7. And now not Maverick, a 127.9, so getting closer. Of course the tyres are pretty much the same. All know they will all be on soft. Going for pole. The extra 6 points up for grabs. Now, Steph, once you PlayStation, I think you probably will stay a PS Boykie. Especially with a nice goodies promised for 5. Gav Pico 127.6, but then again he's been the one guy that's been constantly in the 127s from Q1. And Boinkies and Jean find that extra bit of pace. Kimi back in, he's going to get a new set of boots on. Then try again. RGDV out there, Vino still in the pits as well. Boinkies, Maverick and Force pretty much on their way to the pits. So not going that relatively fast. Confirmation, here comes Boinkies, he's diving into the pits. Now it's Maverick, yep, and there we go, here comes Force. Can Mr. RGDV do coming through that final chicane, final corners, and dashing through for the line. And a 128.3. Surely Gaffbeek also on his way back. Yeah, invalidated lap. He's taking some extra corner on his way in. Just now to get on new boots and have another go at this. Not Kimi's on his way. Vino's on his way. Jan coming in. They look like Orange DV might do another lap but not coming in like the rest of the guys. Nah, invalidated lap, so he's going to come in. There's no two ways about that. No point in staying out. Get the fresh rubber, get some more fuel and give it another go. Just under 6 minutes to go. Not Kimi and Vino close to each other on track. This guys had some good battles in the past. Remember last season Bahrain, most of the races they were giving each other a hard time, right nose to gearbox. And if you do a 100% race distance where majority of the laps are nose to gearbox, yeah, trust me, you feel it. You can really relate afterwards because you are done. Kimi just coming through 130R. Last few corners and when he can start his hot lap, he has backed off a little bit just to get Vino away from him, so just to have a gap. So he's now going to gun it and give it one more go. Boink is out there already, he's on his out lap. Vos now on his way out as well. Slow down for the faster Red Bull coming through. Vos followed by the pig. Can Kimi do something here just to answer those guys in front? Good first sector. Just now a matter of holding it together. RTV is on his way out again, I see. Not Kimi now here on the back straight, if we can call it that. Approaching 130R. Another good sector. Now just to keep it clean. Bit of a lockdown, but nothing serious. Oh, and Vino, 127.1. What a lap there from Vino. Just to, for Kimi to go 127.0. And Kimi and Vino is starting early today. Like I said, these two know each other. They had some epic battles before. And here they are already in Q3 going for it. Just over 3 minutes. And as you can see, there's not much in it. All of a sudden makes Gaffbeek look very slow. 5/10 off. But trust me, it's not that slow. 127.6 is also still decent, so is the 7. So you're, as you can see, all top 5 drivers in the 127s. Can we potentially see a lap of a 126? 126.9 something, or even lower? No, it's a bit of a tough ask, but it is close. Maybe Kimi just bail out of his lap, just stop one more time and give it another good old go. Or just slow down, save some fuel and then give it a go. I have to wait to see. Vos is now going to come past him. Not Kimi, just staying well clear to the left, leaving the space there to Vos. Vos currently first, just behind Gaffbeek there. Boinky sitting good in third. Not much between him and Gaffbeek, but third is third. Maverick and John also now out laps. Already we're currently in 8th. Gonna get some extra time from somewhere. Can he find that extra 10 for 2? Because all the top 6 are pretty much all 127. Can he get into that 127 as well? Still not. Vino retired, so I think Vino I believe he's done enough. He's not going to go for it again. Feels that he's decent, he's happy with his time, so Vino has retired. Kimi in the pit, so he's not going to come out again. So it's Boinkies and Force. So those positions are pretty much confirmed. There we go. Force is retired, so Boinkies and Kimi surely will also retire soon. Gavpik is out there. He's going to get one more lap in. And Q3 is officially over. RCTV, not Maverick, and not far behind them is Jean, all coming here now to our 150R and the final sequence of corners. RCTV will cross the line first. Not improving, here comes not Maverick. What can he do? Not Maverick puts it in third, 127.3. So Vino there in his AlphaTauri in a Red Bull sandwich. He's waiting there for Kimi and Boinkies to retire as well. Only Gavpik, he's coming around now. He's back straight on his way to 130R. Not lighting up timing screens. Can he get some sort of lap in and maybe improve on that time? He's been the guy to beat in Q1 and Q2. Now in Q3, Red Bull pretty much snuck it from him. Gavpik, he did improve a little bit, one place into 4th. We just been waiting for those two comedians to hit the retire button. As soon as they retire or the 1 minute 20 runs out, the session will be officially over. Yeah, Steph, that's probably because he went a bit slow at the end. He could have maybe snuck that 3rd place. Look, not much, he's 1/10. Exactly, he could have actually got in the ahead of not Maverick. Would have been a tough ask for the other two, but he had the potential. Been in the 127s pretty much in all 3. Now we're just waiting for Kimi over 48 seconds to run out. Come on, Kimi, the guys are eager to go racing. Twenty seconds. Yeah, probably me. Won't surprise me. Yay, finally. A bit late, but okay. And there we have it. There's your confirmation of your top 9. Can't say 10. Never had 10 cars to start with. But Kimi taking pole, followed by Vino and not Maverick. Kimi's teammate for tonight. And of course, when Gav Peak 4th, Boinkies 5th with Force in 6th, Jean 7th, already V8, and Judge not setting a time, but still nonetheless good qualifying for him into Q3. He will take it any time of day. Yeah, Steph, you and me both say that. Oh, lekker overcast, but still not rain. I would have loved if this is going to be rain, but no, we're not going to get that wish. But yeah, Steph, you called it. I believe it is going to be something like that. Some big maracas coming. Just waiting for everybody to finish their race strategy. As soon as somebody is ready up, you will see the counter start counting down. Now Steph is getting it ready up just to spite everybody. Okay, 80 it. No, not Steffi. But yeah, as you can see, 25, 24 seconds when we pretty much go. Can we see rain for the first time this season? From that cloud, it's possible. This game has done weird stuff before, not predicting rain, and when you see rain, or vice versa. But yeah, here we go, formation lap time. As you can see there, predictions there, depending on which tyre you start on or go to later. The medium tyres pretty much have that potential, have that option of going for a one stopper. Unfortunately, Devon couldn't make it. We're still to 17 drivers. Of course, Devon, co-commentator, but he would have made a guest appearance tonight behind the wheel. He was looking forward to it, but unfortunately, with some issue with PSN and licenses, he couldn't get into the game, so unfortunately no Devon tonight. So it's just now everybody to do their warm-up, and then grid will reform again, and then we will be racing. Matter running ahead. Not sure of who's at the back. So yeah, potentially Judge, he's so used to the back, he's only just want to run into the back, but no, he's going to start in 9th. So Steffi's prediction, here comes some big maracas. This first corner is a tricky one. Right, guys coming through this last chicane now. Ready to get the line up. Right. Comes the last few cars. Judge is just going to drive through all the way into 9th place where he's going to start. Right behind, well, not just right behind the McLaren, almost between them. Here we go. Of course, as always, watch for the lights. We will have 5 on, and when all 5 goes out, it will be racing. And it's a go. Here it's a go. Something's happening. Oh, and Vino's got a brilliant start. Not sure exactly what happened there, but there was a bit of a delay start there. But Vino got a brilliant getaway. Not Maverick also got away well. Both of them in front of Kimi. And Force also with a brilliant getaway up from 6th into 4th. Fastest lap, no. Oh, Boucher led for session, fastest lap. No, here we go. Some gremlins already creeping in. Already opening up the gap to Maverick. Maverick also using his softs, getting away from Kimi. Just keep in mind, Vino and Kimi is both on the mediums. Maverick will have to make use of his softs. No, good question, that runner. I would also love to know, because the lights clearly went out and everybody stood still. And when Vino got away, Grit got moving and Kimi got left behind. But luckily, third place, only lost 2 places, could have been worse. Probably Codemasters, if I look at what happened to Boucher, he somehow got fastest lap and we didn't even have a lap as yet. Judge also made up 1 place, he's in 8th. AlphaTauri, of course, is 3rd in the constructors, Staffy and Vino. So a win here will not just be good for Vino, but also for the team. Boucher 34.1, not even a minute, not even a second, it's just 34.1. As if that will ever happen. Of course, ghosting Williams. Didn't see him rejoin it yet, so yeah, okay, there we go. He just joined, so hopefully he can regain control of that car. AD running just behind him at the moment. Vino just being pressurized here by Maverick. Oh, Maverick with a good in a line there. This is going to be interesting, but Vino actually just kept his cool. Medium tires or not, got the better drive out there. Maverick will, oh, both of them run a bit wide. Maverick just a little bit more, and then a lock up from Vino. Kimi just hanging on, having a look at these guys. If they trip over each other, he won't mind. Him and Forsvin will basically go for it. Foss with a better drive out from 150R, and now it's going to try to look on the outside, and then he dived to the back, got to try to on the outside, and that's an illegal overtake. That is a way illegal overtake by Foss. He got the penalty there for cutting corner, but that's an illegal overtake. He blatantly went for the corner. He went to the outside, went deep, brake late, overshot the corner. Then took over the corner, rejoined the racing line and gained a position. It's a pity the game can't be more harsh, but that is an illegal overtake in real life. Ooh, huge lock up there for Vino. You don't want to do that, because the more he's going to break and stuff, more take out of his tires. He doesn't want to take too much out of his tires, and we got a safety car. We got a safety car, and it looks like we lost. No, I thought it was Matt, but no, the yellow dot is for, so of course, a safety car. I keep on forgetting the safety car is a yellow dot nowadays. Not like previous versions, a bit of a peachy color. Not sure who triggered it, because all the cars are pretty much still in there. Oh, there's Renault, well, sorry, Renault. There's Williams of Boucher is still ghosting. Okay, now it looks like he got the car under control, no longer ghosting. Also no XV next to his name, so he's got the car back. Of course, no overtaking. Technically speaking, this Red Bull should be ahead of Renault. We all saw what happened on the previous lap. We had a huge corner cut. No attempt to get back on the racing track behind the car. He just took the position. Yeah, I'm going to get a 3-second penalty. I might as well just take the position kind of attitude. Boinky sitting in 5th at the moment there. Vino being first still. Of course, nothing that anybody can do at this stage. It's just about getting around under safety car conditions. And of course, there you can see that long tyre mark that Vino left, that huge lockup. Judge now in 7th. Judge riding a real strong race. Still early days, we don't want to jinx him. Hoping he can do something about this. It would be great for Williams. Looks like Boucher also passed Gafpik, so Gafpik running at the back. Started well, qualified well, and then all of a sudden he finds himself at the back. Almost looks like contact there at the back. I do hope we see some rain. Just to spice things up a bit. The H pouch in the pit. Yeah, I know we say no rain stuff, but I hope this game do its weird stuff and send some rain. Had it before where it said no rain and then all of a sudden there's rain. I hope it's one of those. Just to spice things up a bit. I think this might have been a strategic move by Boucher under the safety car. Didn't see any damage on that Williams, so maybe just some sort of undercut here while under a safety car. Matt also with a brilliant start, but then again we've seen this before. From 17 into 10th. Staff hanging around being 13th again, just like last week. But of course he just needs to keep his nose clean. Anything can happen in front of him. Legend will lead Renault to lead Merc, sorry, at the moment. There we go, safety car coming in. Very last moment kind of thing, because they were pretty much approaching that last sequence of corners when it came in. Vino bolted, but not Maverick responded as well. Springbok gave a penalty there for collision with Legend. Not Maverick going. He's not going to try to make a move here. Oh, not Maverick runs a bit wide. Comes back. Boinky's feeling the pressure there from McLaren of Jean. Judge still there in 7th. Legend behind. Springbok Gamer behind. Of course, Springbok Gamer with that penalty now. 8 in the pits, Nismix in the pits. Can you see these guys maybe on harder tyres? Well, 80 yes, but Nismix stayed soft. And this, of course, there might have been some damage or stuff that changed the strategy. Not Maverick going to come under pressure there from the Renault. Not gaining on Vino this time. Can it be that that soft tires already are past their prime? Be a shame because you would love to have some bite in those tires left just to go after Vino. But as you can see, there's a bit of a gap forming there. Kimi falling away a bit from Vos. Judge with a little bit of a gap to Legend. Judge looking really good tonight. Oh, yellow flag again. Looks like it might be Springbok Gamer. Yeah, spun there. Doesn't look like any front wing damage at least. Oh, there we go. Chen and Gav big tangling. Both have front wing damage. End plate gone there on the Racing Point as well as the Ferrari. Yep, here we go. So these two surely will come into the pit. Stephanie into 12th with that. DRS now enabled. Not Maverick past Vino. Yep, not Maverick into the lead. Took Vino through down the start finish line. Managed to get closer to him and then used for momentum because DRS only came open now, so he didn't have DRS as yet. So that was outright pace, and of course a softer tyre. Gav Peak and Legend in the pits. Potentially, Springbok Gamer, luckily no damage, he stayed out. Might have been just a clean spin. Oh, now we have one of the Ferraris spun. Jen who decided to stay out with that wing. That car is going to be terrible through the SS. Oh, and Judge also had a moment there coming out of the SS. Had a good race up to 7th, now all the way down to 13th. I think he had a bit of bomb shock running so high up. Not used to it. And have a yellow flag in its pink car again, this time 80. Everybody, a couple of cars here on this one lap alone is spinning there. Can be that those tyres are still a bit cold after the safety car. But a few cars lost it there on the same lap. Staffy up to 9th, big climb there. Matt Midtime into 7th. Force now past Vino as well. Not sure if it was a clean pass, but he's through. Of course, the guys in front here, Vos and Mavericks got the soft tyres. Not much Vino can do, because those tyres will be up to heat quicker. But now also coming under pressure from Kimi, which he's also on the mediums. That Vino perhaps take too much out of his tyres and he runs wide, and that will surely allow Kimi through. Kimi through into 3rd. Vino from 1st to 4th in literally a few corners. All on the same lap. Boinky's too far back, so it's pretty much these 4 guys here in front. still only Kimi and Vino, one the medium, so they should still go much further than those softs. The soft cars will stop much earlier. RZDV fancying Matt. Can he do something about him? Matt with a good traction way out of a corner. Surely RZDV will have DRS. Down on the inside, he's running out of track. Is he going to have a look? Oh, he did brave stuff. Matt leaving enough space. He left Matt enough space, but decided not to commit and continue with it. Good driving. Vino battling to hold on to Kimi. Kimi chasing after Force here. Yellow flag. Nasrac's now past his teammate. Gap pick, one lap, old mediums. Can he do something about this legend? I see is on hard. How far can we stretch this? Can we maybe make it to the end? Legend potentially. Gap pick, I don't think so. That's too early. Kimi just hovering at that second, just under second mark away from Force. Force unable to hold on to Maverick. We know now 5 seconds behind Kimi. Not sure if he's got some sort of car trouble that we're not sure of. In plates are still there, but he dropped from first to fourth and he's just not holding on to them. Unless he's playing a completely different strategy. We rather want to take these medium tyres a lot further than the cars in front. But as I say that, he's also under pressure from Boinkies. Matt is still being chased here by RZDV. RZDV, I want to say, can he do something with DRS, but he's again a little bit too far back. Matt now going on to the inside. Forces RZDV to the outside. Nope, not this time round. Force with a huge leap. Just over a second behind Maverick and more than 1.5 ahead of Kimi. Where the gaps were almost the other way around just a few moments ago. Oh, and Staffy is out. There we go. There goes Staffy. It's just coming out of the SS. Couple of guys got caught out there tonight, and funny enough, lap 12 only. Got our first retirement. Ooh, Jean now with a time penalty. Yeah, Steph, you were doing well. You were actually in the top 10, and then you mess it up. BAC BSC should be ending soon. Vino's still falling back further and further to those guys in front. Surely he can't save his tyres to this extent. There must be some sort of issue we're not aware of. RZTV still fancying his chances on Matt. Ooh, Boucher now with a drive-through speeding under VSC. "40 laps to go still after this." Springbok gave him in Boucher in the pit. Kimi now closer to Foss again. Foss lost a bit of time to Maverick. Vino gaining a little bit now again. As a result, of course, Boinky is also falling off a little bit from Boinky's. Well, Boinky's, yeah. Boinky's trying to get all, trying to reel in Vino, but Vino actually getting away from him. So Vino maybe getting it back, getting some control of the car back, whatever the issue was that he dropped off there. RZTV still staying there intact with Matter. Now the yellow flag. Now that's nice to know, Sarah, and nice to know. Please shout some harder, because from first place to fourth in a few corners, not sure if there's some sort of issue, I hope not. Had a brilliant start, and then just went backwards in just one lap. But nothing wrong with where he is now, he can still take it from here. Of course, had a brilliant drive last week, coming all the way from the back to the front. Drive of the day last week, he can do it again. Here we go, RZTV now very close to Matt. Matt sends him out on the outside. RZTV is going to have to go out a long way around, stay wide. Just staying a little bit wide, giving Matt enough space. Surely we'll have a better drive. Matt's not going to fight him here, is he? Yeah, Matt is not going to let him go. Renault versus Merc. Just leaving each other enough space. Oh, and RZTV now goes a bit wide, he's going to have to do it all over again. Getting closer to it, Renault, and then try again. Meantime, not Kimi really in reach of that Renault in front. Basically battle here, and then that battle here for 7th place between Matt and RZTV. Of course, Kimi in the better position, he can go longer, so can Vino. And for of course, Foss on the soft tyres, it will not last that long, but not really using it, not getting anywhere. I'm sure there's a couple of guys already spun here tonight. Already we're getting closer with Matt again. Can he do something about it this time round? Can he get close enough first of all? Flag B. Springbok gave me just a bit of a spin there or something, yellow flag there. But it was just a short last. Oh, Matt. RGV just now trying to get close to him again. Both of them on the mediums. Vino falling further back but still in reach. These guys can still trip over each other. They're in front. Now they're all within a second from each other. They're in front. Foss and Maverick will surely will pit soon. Already we now with 3 second time penalty, just pushing a little bit too hard there to try to catch it Renault. And Kimi now with 3 seconds, so pretty much he and Force cancel each other out. But that final penalty of Force, yeah, that's debatable about sportsmanship and all that stuff. So there's probably going to be a lot of talks after that for the way that Force gained that position. RDV now very close to Matt again. Now you just need to keep it clean, stay patient. Surely you can have it again coming down the start finish line. DRS will open up. Just getting slipstream, getting closer. He's going to dive to the outside again. Knowing Matt is on the outside there. Matt's not backing off. He's not going to make it easy for him. Battled here, 3 cars for the top, for the top position. Boinky's just getting a little bit closer there to Vino. Then of course RDV here on Matter. Matter unable to get away from Rob. Maverick got away there from Force a little bit. Kimi still within DRS range. Gatwick managed to get back into 10th, but time penalty. Kimi just not able to join on him. Well, join on him, I mean gain on him, so in theory Kimi should be able to get closer by the end of that home straight, but also keep in mind Force have DRS, because he's within DRS range from not Maverick. And Jean Dahl dived into the pit. instead of new mediums. Maverick coming in, Force full in pursuit. Kimi obviously staying out. Interesting now who can get the car turned around quicker. Maverick is on his way. Well done, Red Bull. Judge's car doesn't sound that great. I hate it when he does that. Dang it. Vino still staying out there, 14, almost 15 seconds behind. Can Kimi use this to his advantage now? That's a good question. Can Boinkies take Vino? Of course, there's Reno. But Williams, of course, is ghosting thanks to the cars coming to lap him. But still sounding sick. But of course, that's not the car, that is the glitch of the game doing that. Fast now, and fifth, of course, he did make that stop, not Maverick. Not Maverick rejoined in front. Boinkies, of course, still on that original set of tyres he started, just like Vino and Kimi. Because the longer Vino can hold Kimi, well, Boinkies and Maverick back, it will help Kimi. Will be interesting if Matt can gain on force to see the two Renault boys going at it. RGTV of course dropped off there from Matt a few laps ago. They were fighting, so that is pretty much over. RGTV lost some good time trying to get something back. Nesmax finished solid, but only 8th. Good to come back from where he started. Penalties flying in thick and fast now. Kimi surprisingly still opening up a gap there. So he's looking after those tyres. Boyke still following there in Vino's trail, but not getting. Not Maverick is actually with him. Much fresher rubber. Looking good for Maverick again. Forecast pretty much fighting there. Kimi and Vino still need to make that stop. But Boyke's as well. Trying to see where that yellow flag is. Matt now with a time penalty, finally. Not being bad, but just to even things out a little bit. Ooh, another time penalty there, 80 this time. Red board running white a little bit with the back.
Maverick did something about point keys. Voss holding on to Maverick, not making any moves at the moment. Ooh, and John is out. John is retired, just coming out of 150R. No, sorry, not John 150R, and that's a VSC. Actually, just on the other side, yeah, those guys go through 150R. No, this is just a little bit outside the S's. Coming up from that section to go underneath the bridge. That's where he lost it. Drive-through penalty. Ooh, spinning on the VSC. And a week in, week after, we say do not disobey under safety car conditions. They much tougher. Here we go, John left. No point in staying in here anymore. Not Maverick just getting ready to pounce here. If these two trip over each other, he can just get all positions. So 14 drivers remaining. Of course, most recent is Gavbik, so it's Staffy, John and Gavbik out. 14 drivers remaining. Couple of guys coming into the pits, no surprise. Big question is which tyres. Red Bull has stopped. Maverick's on his way. Force is on his way. Just did. There we go, there's the other pink car. 80 also out. Just coming out of the last part of Aces. So both Racing Points are double DNF again. That's Max 8 trying to make a move on RGDV. Just another few laps again. Just waiting for this and then we can go back racing again. 23 laps to go after this. I see my co-commentator tonight, very silent here in the box. Yeah, and all the talking. I feel the throat burning tonight. Not usually the case. Oh, Boucher disqualified from session, ignoring yellow flags. Judge with a penalty for bumping RCDV. Drive-through penalty for Judge. Judge, 3-second time penalty. Now starting to go pear-shaped for him as well. Yes, Boucher of course is DQ'd apparently. Just keep an eye on this. Go, Judge is serving the time penalty. Just see what's happening. Safety car should come in about the end of his lap. Just want to see if someone posted an update. See AD just complaining there about AI issues perhaps. Safety car finally coming in. AD just said he just made contact with the front wing, so in all essence there should have just been a safety front wing replacement, so nothing that warrants something, you know, of him crashing out. But end of the day, Codemasters had different ideas, so he still had his front wing and stuff intact, but it says he's retired. So the game had other ideas for him. It's a pity if you actually have to rely on the game, and it's not 100% error free. So to rely on the game rather than any human intervention, then no, that's always going to be a bit of an issue. Legend time penalty. Winner dropping further back. Matter now trying to put Maverick under pressure, who's also trying to put Force in front of him. No, just want to get something else here. Okay, I just want to get the interval here. Finally, we got pit lane open. But of course, eBay actually on that type of strategy. If I say pit lane, I mean the, let's call it the strategy, of course, pit window. Point is actually within a second or just a second from Kimi. Another yellow flag, one of the Ferraris. What will Force do with the two in front of him now? Can he dispatch Boinkies? He would love to. Still close way in front. 1 second there, 1 second. A little bit over, so not massive gaps, but of course that's thanks to the safety car. Or more than one that we had. Oh, Matt was he was looking, and he's still gonna get it. He can he? Not Maverick, just keeping his line on the outside, going, not giving up. Basically returning the favour on Matt as he returned on RJDV a little bit earlier in the race. Same place. But Matt looked racy coming down that start-finish line. Of course, he is on the softer tyre. The RJDV's also right there. Here we go, that looks better. Now just can see how close it really is in front. Ooh, Vino, oh, Nismax and Vino here at the back. Never mind front, what's happening here at the back? Vino's gonna have a look, easy. Oh, no. Thinking forward about it. Coming down the start-finish line. But we might have DRS, he's gonna need it. Because Vino's really on the move. He's gonna go in the inside. Will Nismax have a go? Nismax no. Vino's through. Vino coming back little by little. Nismax now a little stuck behind the Merc. We have a Merc behind him with a McLaren. Oh, Matt now really feeling it from Vino, and there's RJDV and Nismax also in range. One little misstep, well, as we know. Just, yeah, well, as I was just saying, Matt have to watch, but now RJDV. And another yellow flag is out, again in the S's. Yeah, poor Judge, just feeling it in the S's, not happy with the S's tonight. Of course, after he started so well. Legend now getting closer to Nismax. Nismax trying to make a move on his teammate. In front, Vino still going after Matter. And then back in front, Kimi is it's got now a 2-second gap on Boinkies. Force and not Maverick want to pounce there. What cannot Maverick do? They're right in the back of Boinkies, and the longer they stay like this, the better for Kimi. Kimi, of course, will love this. Boinkies under severe pressure, and funny, it's just Maverick. Mavericks on mediums, with two in front on soft, and of course not Kimi via not. So the advantage should be with Boinkies and Force at the moment, but yet Kimi's getting away from Boinkies, and Maverick just staying here with him also. So the two on the soft tires not really, getting those soft to do what they're supposed to, just before they drop off. Vino's getting closer to match, but of course no, not going to happen here. Can Vino get closer and then try and move now on the start-finish straight? Good drive out of the corner. Matt obviously going to take to the inside. Vino stays with him, gets the slipstream DRS, but just not enough. It all only comes at the end of a lap. by then it's a bit too late. Boinky still fending off force. Some real good battles now, pretty much from second all the way down to 10th is one big battle. Boucher in 11th, Chen, 12th, Judge in 13th. RGTV now coming back at Vino, Vino falling a little bit back to matter. Forces falling back now, not Maverick with him. So he forced on to Darius and not Maverick will, then pretty much next lap will be the end of it. Here we go, no DRS. Ooh, a little bit too wide, a bit of a mistake there from not Maverick, letting Force off a hook. Vino just not close enough into that first corner to matter. RGTV, oh, it's got a bit of drive. Vino, a bit of a twitch there, but luckily nothing serious. Could have ended up in wing damage there, luckily didn't. And all along Nismax is right here with him. And also their legend, so pretty much any of these guys in it for 5th place. RGTV is past Vino. But of course, as you can see there, Vino did come back at RGTV. Can Nismax make a move? RGTV very close there to Vino again. Some good clean driving, no contact. Which is absolutely brilliant. Meantime back in front, Kimi still opening up that gap. Just keep in mind, not all along Springbok game is not that far behind, so pretty much from 5th to 10th is all further fighting for that final 5th place. Yellow flag, but that's on the start finish line. One of Williams, yeah, Boucher, just a bit of a spin. Getting closer and closer, yeah. Still no way past Matter. Oh, now Vino back in, stepping out, or just too much acceleration there. Back in, steps out, and he's into the barrier. So Vino will go back to the pits now. 13 laps, so you will get another set of softs on there. But if he's going to stop, because the front wing looks intact. Not Maverick, just keeping Force honest, but Boinky is not having anything or any of it. Come on, RCTV, it's now or never. Still nothing. Lap after lap after lap. Boinkies keeping his line force, not getting there. Not Maverick when yet in front. Kimmy is just getting away. But of course we still got these other battles also ongoing. Oh, not Kimmy with a time penalty. Not a time to making these because there's Boinkies. Boinkies is one of his clean guys. Boinkies potentially in for the win if he can keep it clean. Ooh, RGDV now with one. Ooh, looks like somebody almost took some grass, but luckily not. You know, just coming to lap a back marker. Cannot Maverick gain. Force are pushing really hard here for Boinkies. Boinkies having none of it. Come on, Red Bull. Feels like now is the time. Of course, Voss will have DRS in front as well. And the Haas, so he's countering this. Matt just not able to gain on them. On force past Boinkies. Maverick would want to get past here, he would not want Force to move away. Can RJTV have a look at Matt? Still not. As Max also want a piece of it. Legend and Springbok Game is still staying in striking distance. Let's see if not Maverick can do something here on the back straight. Legend, of course, another 3 second on penalty, and we get another yellow flag. Ferrari spinning. Yeah, that was Chen. Maverick getting closer to Boinkies. Just running out of space. Not going to be able to do it there. Kimmy just need to watch for penalties, but as far as I know, you only got 6. That should be enough.
Ooh, and Vino is gone. Maverick just not being able to get past him. Here we go, Vino gone. That is pretty much 11 drivers. Let's see what Mac can do. Come on, RGDV, can you do it now? As close as can be, come on. There must be something coming from here. Let's see if RGDV can actually get past Matt. It's now how many laps and still nothing. Force with another 3-second time penalty. I think RGDV's got a time penalty or two, which Matt don't really have, so you want to get past Matt so you can get some sort of time to kind of make up for the time penalty. Oh, it's going to go outside and not really. Yo, that could have been something different. Could have easily ended up in tears. Outside, way on the outside of our. No, one for the unknown. No, I don't think you want to pass them, Mr. RGDV. Coming past the start finish line now again. He's just not getting close enough into this first corner. He just can't go all out racing into this corner. See what can Maverick do, because Foss got penalties. Maverick, I don't think so. So in Fury versus Maverick's race. Yellow flag again, but nothing serious.
Look, Japan is not easy to pass on, and a couple of guys like Not Maverick is realizing it. Can he bounce? Can he bounce? Well done, Boinkies, Mr. Squinkies. And guys around him actually got a few penalties. He pulled it together. Well, he held it together and pulled it off. Forcing the end dropping to 4th thanks to penalties, but still ahead of his teammate. Was beating his teammate. Renault 4th and 5th. So we got Red Bull, Haas and Red Bull. Yeah, no, I don't agree. We made a couple of fatalities that we didn't expect. But yeah, as you can see, only 12 drivers in the end finished. Technically speaking, RZDV as well. So not Maverick taking it from Boinkies and from Kimi. Falls down to 4th, Matt in 5th. Got Nesmac 7th, Springbok Gamers 7th, Legend 8th, Boucher 9th, Judge 10th, Chen 11th, RZDV 12th. But of course, as you can see a moment ago, he didn't finish. So a couple of penalties, as you can see as well. A couple of guys managed to, minimize the penalties, but a couple of guys also, couldn't get enough of it. But on a night like tonight, that is where Boinky showed why he got the nickname Squinkies. But yeah, and that's what actually gave him his 2nd place. As you can see there, it shows Boucher's the fastest lap, which is not the case. That is why you never saw someone else taking fastest lap. And that now kind of makes life more difficult to figure out who got the fastest lap for that extra points. But it looks like it might be not Maverick. Let's just see if we can get in here. Because we'll try to get all of them in here, but let's see who joins. Okay, we got our 2nd place man. Let's see who else will join. Maybe, just maybe. Okay, I don't think we're going to see our race winner here, but we got 2nd place here. Not sure if we will get Kim in here. He's typing away furiously elsewhere. But yeah, Mr. Squinkies. Of course, as Ati would call him, Squinkies. And tonight, what a night to prove Squinkies again. Actually, that could have easily been a race win as well. But yeah, I don't think you're going to moan about 2nd.
Yeah, it was a hard battle with not Maverick and Forsyth the last 2 laps. Yeah. They were pushing me the whole time.
Yeah, but that last safety car, of course, punched up everybody again, and then, it was some good battles to the end.
You know, it actually messed up my strategy because I had to pit 5 laps later on my mediums, and then my softs I had to push all the way for a long stint. They were finished. I see Wazzy also joined us now.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, no. No, sorry, D. Now I realize you have a problem with mics. You did say he's got issues with the headset, so don't worry, Maverick. It's fine. It would be nice to have had you in here, but Maverick had have some hardware issues, so he won't be joining us here. So, Mr. 3rd place man, Kimi.
Yeah.
Hard tires. You were like the only one in front with the hard tires.
Ah, you know me and rubber. It doesn't last, so when the safety car came out, I had the choice and I went with the hards, which wasn't bad. I, I managed to pull like a 7-8 second gap when, yeah, I just fell asleep in the S's and put a wheel in the grass and spun around.
And then poof.
Yeah,
But of
so,
course,
yeah.
I just said now Squinkies, what a night to be Squinkies, and that actually, I don't know if he knew about the penalties, he just kept it clean, and actually that's how he jumped you as well. Make sure he got that second place, well and truly.
I
Yeah,
sometimes
he
ask the
was.
driver in front what's going on and they say it's penalty and I just try to keep it clean.
Okay, your Jeff was on the ball.
Yep.
Yeah,
Okay.
Blinky was the main one. I was trying to pull at least a 6 second
Yeah, but
gap
I,
in front of him
I
before
had it.
anybody else.
I had the camera review with Rob also for a time. But yeah, Rob was putting Matt under pressure. He and Matt actually had a good battle for a long stint of a race, even a little earlier, where Matt just didn't. He just couldn't get past Matt. Matt just had the guts to keep it and just keep the car on the right corner, part of a corner. And later, same place, and here comes Maverick past Matt. So a good couple of battles here in the last bit. And you guys kept it really, really, really close.
Yeah, no, I had a live commentary in the party chat there with those guys. And yeah, it sounded like they kept each other busy, which is good. So yeah, no, it sounds like it was a good race.
Yeah, my last lap was watching that 4 point something seconds to keep under 6. I was flat out ERS, engine was open, I was like 0.05 fuel left. I was pushing everything to keep that 6 second gap.
Yeah, I can
Sure.
see you guys on the softs.
On
You
soft
were
wasn't easy.
struggling in the last, I would say 8 laps. So it
Oh, they were gone.
was quite easy to maintain the gap, pull it and then maintain it. And after the spin, when I was behind you, fourth place, it was, I won't say easy to catch up, but I could see you guys were struggling quite a bit.
Yeah, I had no grip.
But I must say, Vina had an awesome start there. What happened there with start? It's almost like we had a bit of a glitch again. Lights went out and the cars were stationary.
My lights was still on when initially started pulling away. I was convinced he had a jump start. But
Nothing popped up on this side. Even your teammate tonight had a better start.
Yeah, it was like everybody started jumping and my lights was like solidly on. And I didn't have a
No, but you got quite a
bad
fast start
according to
on
my
you.
screen. But I knew the guys were having to stop and before I had to. And when they stopped and I carried on, I was still managing to grow the gap. And I think they were stuck behind traffic. And that's what put me in first, basically. When the safety car came out, I was a bit disappointed because it made things harder, but
Yeah, but I think for
my
once,
mistake.
if it wasn't for our safety cars, I don't think we would have seen the battles that we saw.
Yeah.
But Vina had a brilliant start, and he was right there. I thought we were going to have another Kimi Vino battle, and here came Maverick in the mix. And then just Vino started going backwards, almost like he had some sort of issue, maybe tires or so. He just couldn't hold on. And that's unlike him.
Yeah, I don't know, maybe the setup wasn't. I think if you run the wrong setup on this track, especially on the S's, like Matt was also commentating, he was on a default setup and his tires were overheating the whole time. So I think maybe, it's some sort of issue. Setup wasn't 100% right, so when you're in the S's, the softer tires, to overheat them is quite easy. And once they go over that 105 degrees, it's hard to get them back.
Yeah, but I must say, both of you guys, good race, clean race, like a battle in front. But just one other thing there,
Kimmy, how about you losing that second place in that final corner, well, in the early stages of a race? Yeah, comes Old Force, outbrakes himself, somewhere went all the way off, over the curb, didn't even bother giving the place back.
Yeah, I was quite surprised with that one, and
All of a sudden you were one place down and it wasn't even a legal move.
no, I saw him. I saw him miss the whole second part of the chicane, and
Outbraked himself big time there, was actually riding there with you two.
I was, waiting he would get a illegal overtake on his screen, and then maybe, I'll get past again, but
You got a 3-second penalty, that's all, but no illegal overtake, nothing, because otherwise there would have been another penalty. But yeah, but that was a bit,
I knew they would be faster in the start of the race. It didn't faze me too much. But yeah, when you get within that second, especially in the first sector, with the dirty air, it's quite hard, eh? It's quite hard to keep close, and obviously they were running a little bit more flatter wing than I was, so in the straights they were much quicker than I was. So to get past in the first place, not I had to do it at an unconventional place.
But Charles Way.
So yeah, but once that's what helped me. Once they stopped and I was in front, and I had clear air, I was able to run quicker or better pace consistently. And then the hard tires, when I came out and everybody was behind me on softs, I thought, I'm on the wrong tires. But to pull away, I thought, very hard, get outside that DRS and then, try blunt their tires by the time they get to me.
No, but well, Boinkies was there with you when you finally started moving away, as Boinkies had to watch his mirrors with Foss and Maverick in the mix, and the harder they battled, you actually started getting that gap. But Boinkies,
I was defending.
Yeah, you were defending. As much as you wanted to chase after Kimmy, you also had to defend, and you had to defend because you had two fast guys behind you.
I thought it was going to be the other way
around. I thought the Oaks were going to join the Wazzy train there, and slow on the hard tires. Anyway.
But Jeff also told me to do a hard tire, and I said, no, I'm going to do soft and push it and put a gamble. I was actually supposed to do two-stopper. Yeah, I was lucky.
What was your pit window, by the way?
I think lap 32 or 33.
I wished for I was hoping for some rain. And we still haven't had a race with rain this season.
Oh, run about there. I put it a few laps early with a safety car now of Kevin.
Yeah.
Damn it.
I was also actually, before the race I was praying for rain.
Paul Ricard win? Can we have a last race or maybe Mexico win and rain, because we still haven't had rain?
Yeah, rain's difficult in this game, 2020. It's a bit more difficult.
But that's the thing. It is something completely different compared to 19 when it rains, even in career mode. That is why I'm so. I actually want to see rain on the multiplayer, just to because I know it's going to be difficult. It's going to change things. It's going to be a whole game win.
Or maybe a wet dry race, semi-wet, semi-dry.
You know what? The longer the wet is, just to. I think, especially with a couple of guys, if they impatient, one small mistake, and it's going to make things interesting. But of course, one more race to go, Paul Ricard, and then the rerun of Mexico. Then this season is pretty much done and dusted. So some interesting. Let's see what happens next week in Paul Ricard. Then we got that rerun of Mexico. But it's going to take something. It's going to take something completely, to catch those Renault boys. But a good one here for Red Bull tonight. Boinkies missed his teammate, but I think ours will still be happy. Good second spot. For those of you who watch, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for support as always. Till next week, of course, same time, same place.
Till then, take care, and we'll see you soon. Of course, for those of you who watch different leagues as well, just a reminder, the 3-hour endurance race Sunday morning there at Sonic Sim Racing. Yours truly will be streaming that. Qualifying starting at 9:40 a.m. South African time. So feel free to watch there. Otherwise, we'll see you next week here back at TNB. Goodbye.